Right, switch to combat mode, fire the missiles at the giant floating security drone Carl Weezers. What even is Spore? But you're able to obliterate a million Carl Weezers. Oh, this game is so cursed. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Spiffing Brit, and today we're playing the fantastic game of Spore. What on earth are we doing today? Well, last time we played Spore, we decided to take this very famous evolution simulator game and not evolve at all, which was great fun. We got to suffer through an entire playthrough playing a species that doesn't even have legs. But now we're going to be doing an entirely different playthrough, for we will be creating the greediest and most powerful and richest species that has ever existed in Spore. We'll also be exploiting the game to create infinite wealth. I know. That's right, we're talking about unlimited spice, ladies and gentlemen. And using that spice you can become filthy, filthy rich. Now naturally we're going to need one powerful species to really fuel us with corporate greed and bestow us with the knowledge of money making. So that is why today, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be playing the most money-focused species ever conceived. That's right, we'll be playing the EA Board of Executives. Truly the most profit-focused species on this planet. Anyway, it's probably time that we dive into this glorious video, so of course, make sure you're sat back, relaxed, with a nice warm, spicy cup of tea. And so I think it's time that we dive right into this glorious video. So naturally, the important thing about starting out in Spore is finding a planet to actually start on. Now, there's a whole bunch of different planets, but what you really have to think about is what kind of planet would EA thrive on? Would they thrive on this lovely utopian-looking Earth world? No, they wouldn't. Instead, they'd probably thrive on this dystopian-looking hellscape planet over here. Yes, I think this will be the perfect one. It's red, it's full of volcanoes, and was probably created by Satan himself. The perfect location for the EA head offices. Now, because this game has no autosave functionality and the game crashes all the time, I technically haven't been to the space stage yet. So consequently, we're going to skip the Agari IO stage, the really fun RPG stage, and the absolutely garbage tribal stage, and start out in the money-making civilization stage. And this game-breaking feature won't be shown until we make it all the way to the space stage. Now that's where the fun begins. So without further ado, let's set ourselves up on this glorious planet. Of course, we're going to need to actually design our creature. Here's some creatures I made earlier. God, I forget about all the abominations in my saved files. Now naturally today I think it makes only perfect sense that we play as the legendary Big Chungus himself. So this is our lovely sweet boy who will be taking into the wider world. Now of course, when it comes to our empire speciality, we'll be going for an economic empire, and it's time for us to design our cars and homes. What will the EA head offices look like? Well, it's up to me to create it. Oh, and here it is, ladies and gentlemen. I've built it, the EA head offices. This is where hopes and dreams go to die for a quick buck, where catchy slogans are invented, like the incredible EA Sports. It's in the DLC. This is where the greatest minds of video game design go to meet, and it's perfect. Now, all we need to do is create a vehicle to go alongside it. Well, it's got to be this vehicle here, the Endurance, because it looks so swanky. The only thing is, it needs more economical power. We need to bling this vehicle out with bonuses so that it makes more money. So we're going to add these to the side of it. We're going to add giant hanging crests on the back. This overcompensator, but we can just whack on a few of those bad boys. And then we'll whack on some booster rockets at the side to just really increase its speed. There we go. This is one fast money-making vehicle. Say hello to the EA Party Bus. It's perfect. Right, let's throw ourselves into this glorious world. What's the planet going to be called? My goodness. It's Microtopia, ladies and gentlemen, the home of all microtransactions. The perfect location for EA to find itself. Here are the executives standing outside their glorious head offices, ready to begin the glorious adventure that is money making. Oh, it's going to be so profitable, so glorious and so majestic. Fantastic. We find ourselves here on the planet, and immediately we're going to want to make a couple of changes. Mostly we need a brand new house, which of course will be where all of the workers need to live, and so consequently we're going to pack them into high-rise disgusting looking future apartments. This way we can really cram in as many as possible for maximum profits. We're also going to need a factory of some kind. For that we have this, the legendary milking factory. What on earth does this factory do? Well, it's very simple. This factory simply hooks up 1 million Star Wars fanboys to a wall, and it saps them of all of their ideas and references and in-jokes and condenses it down into one glorious corporate game. Now, of course, we begin in the classic fashion of just capturing as many spice mines as possible for the glorious EA executives to enjoy. Oh, and look, there's even more cities suddenly popping up, like these strange religious cities, and of course the warring cities, all of which are very important because we'll need to trade with them. Although I think this city might just die because there's a giant epic Godzilla-like monster destroying it. Oh dear, rest in peace, Yellow City. They're not going to be very easy to trade with, mostly because they'll all be dead. Now, of course, it's important that we change the outfit of the big chunkers so that they actually stick out and people know what they stand for. So, of course, we're going to be adding in this swanky-looking top hat. We can even make it bigger so that people know it's really swanky. Next up, we'll need this very fancy-looking suit. And then, of course, we're going to deck them out in massive wealth by adding in a few rings, I guess. Yes, a few gold rings on the arms will do. We will also give them this curly bit of hair. And then finally, this glorious gold medallion. Now, this man screams I'm an EA executive. He's perfect. Now, we've just created our first boat, which is perfect because that's going to allow us to capture at least one spice mine out here. But more importantly, after we capture the spice mine, we can set up some trade routes with some of these other cities because that's the most important thing of all. Trade. So these two trucks now at the moment don't really have anything to do. So we're going to get them set up trading between these two economical cities. We'll have them simply propose trade routes to each one, and then provided they accept, the great market monopoly can begin. Anyway, the Orange Nation accepts. They've agreed to trade with us, which is perfect. Soon we will gain economical dominance over them. Oh, and fantastic, the Yellow Nation have also agreed to trade with us. Its money will help supplement our income streams. Right, now we just need to make more money. So in order to do that, we're going to be spam trading with this orange city here so that we can buy it out. There we go, each trade gives us about 185, which is a good start, but of course we'll need more later on. Oh my goodness, is this a giant Crash Bandicoot? Giant Crash Bandicoot is back, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness, he's here and he's ready to eat some EA executives because they can't get a hold of his glorious IP. My goodness. Oh, and finally we can buy our first city. Perfect. Now, of course, when it comes to buying your first city, we can just go bam, 4,000 Spore bucks, and they'll accept. 4,000 Spore bucks is what we make in about a minute. But here it comes, the EA merger. That's right, we've just bought up another independent game studio. We're going to steal all of their ideas and profit massively from it. It's fantastic. Throw that money in the air. This city is now ours. But now all of our road vehicles need new orders, so their orders shall be simple. Trade with the Yellow City, make it our own. All of our boats as well, their job will be simple. Trade with this brand new city, the strange looking blue boys. In fact, they might need a gift, so bam, take 4 grand. There we go, they'll love that. In fact, they want another gift, fine, 4 grand again. Look, I'm very economically generous. You'd love to trade with me so that I can steal your settlements. And there we go, they've accepted. Perfect. You do not know that this is the end of your people and your culture. Oh, and immediately we've already taken control of this Yellow City. Oh, and we should probably do something about that giant epic goblin which is killing everyone. Well, what we can do is we can buy the Yellow City here for 8,000, which they'll see as being very generous, and we can use that money to then fortify up this city. Anyway, this is now the big merger. We've merged with Epic Games, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. We will soon be announcing Fortnite 2 Electric Boogaloo. It's the same game you know and love, except this time with 40% more microtransactions. Right, now all we need to do is simply build a whole bunch of turret defenses, and this should stop the lovely citizens from being mowed down, because currently that is a bit of a rampant problem. Oh, here we go. The turrets are fighting it. Oh dear, but the turrets are being destroyed. Right, more turrets. EA executives, lay down your lives and destroy the giant Godzilla monster attacking the city. Oh dear, the Brown Nation is attacking us. Brown Nation, look, we can be friends. Let us contact. Oh my goodness, minus 45. You really hate me. Right, well that's fine. We can just give you a gift of 4 grand. And now you're neutral. Perfect. And I can give you another gift. And now you're never going to attack me. Perfect. Right, now we just need to kill this giant monster that's murdering everyone. Well, in the very least, we can buy out this light blue city, so that's what we're going to do. We'll offer them 16 grand. They'll, of course, accept. In come the negotiators. Hello there, light blue city. We'd heard that you like to buy the latest NBA game. That's right. It's exactly the same as the last one, but you're going to love it this time. Welcome to the family. And with this city, we've now discovered Flight. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The board of directors have discovered Microsoft Flight Sim, and we've bought it out of existence. Oh, yes, it's perfect. But what do we need at the moment? Well, we need a brand new vehicle, ladies and gentlemen. We want a fast-moving moneymaker, so for that reasons, we're getting the business jet. That's right, this brand new Supreme Deluxe business jet, yours for only 3,000 Spore bucks. And we'll be using these business jets to really maximize our profit profit margins. The other thing I will do is set up this business jet, and we're going to start trading with the light blue civilization here. All we need to do is take 2 more cities, and then we've completely beaten this age in record-breaking time. So we're going to make friends with them, propose a trade route, and of course they're going to accept. There we go, the trading is underway, the profits are flowing in, and the giant Crash Bandicoot is weighing down on the city over here. But luckily, we don't need to worry about the giant Crash Bandicoot. The poor citizens of this town going out to see what on earth is going on, and not particularly being aware that this giant monstrosity could devour them with just one great big suck. No, don't walk up close to it. Why are you punching it? Don't aggravate the Crash Bandicoot. Oh my goodness. You get what you deserve. Never try and fight a giant Crash Bandicoot, for goodness sake. Right, there we go. Both of these cities are now available to purchase, and in doing so we will take control of the world. So we'll agree to buy this city for 16,000 Spore bucks. There we go, that's one more city. Ah, your borders are ours. And then next up we have the one remaining city that we need to buy, the one currently fighting Crash Bandicoot. We're going to buy this city for 24,000 Spore bucks. And there we go. The game is over. I don't know why we're doing the ceremony with Crash Bandicoot looking over it, but here we are. He's just going to stand there and watch as we do a global merger, I guess. Oh goodness. Right, and now we just need to finish off the game by making 48,000 in order to buy out the remaining cities. And here we have it, ladies and gentlemen. $50,000. May the global merger commence. Oh yes. We send out those money blimps. Look at them money blimps go, ladies and gentlemen. Were you an independent game studio? Well, guess what? You won't be anymore. Enjoy being merged under the mega corporation. Right, I think it's time for us to advance to space. We've got some money making to do. The EA executives have just annexed Kerbal Space Program, and we've discovered how to make rockets. Naturally, when it comes to space, we're going to be using the legally distinct 100% not a Star Trek ship and taking it on a spin. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. We've made orbit. Fantastic. Truly, truly fantastic. This is where the spice mining really begins. Right, it's time for us to exit the planet, ladies and gentlemen. So we've just started exploring the galaxy, and apparently our scans of a neighboring civilization have triggered the colony's defense systems, and we're being attacked by drones. But wait, it's an incoming transmission. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, look at the enemy combat drones. Oh my god, we're being chased. Right, switch to combat mode. Fire the missiles at the giant floating security drone Carl Weezers. What even is Spore? But you're able to obliterate 1,000,000 Carl Weezers. Oh, this game is so cursed. Alright, let's return to our home world and start breaking the video game. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we've hit the space stage of Spore where things have gone completely and utterly out of control because we have an inventory of 21 purple spice here from one of my colonies. Purple spice is an exceedingly valuable commodity. How valuable, in fact? Well, we can go over to this garbage colony here set up by Will Smith the Genie and trade. Each of this purple spice is worth 32,000 Spore bucks, meaning if I sell all of it, I get 350,000 Spore bucks. Oh, I'm going to sell all of it. Actually, no, sorry, I get even more. I get 600,000 Spore bucks from selling all of it. Oh, it's perfectly balanced. Whilst we're here, we'll also sell a Stone of Life. We'll pick up this interstellar drive. Glorious stuff. Oh, things are looking good. Now, the colony where we get our purple spice from is this lovely planet here. I think it's Nifate or something like that. I have no idea. Basically, every time we rock up to the planet, we automatically collected spice. Here it has 4 purple spice. Now, 4 purple spice is great, but what we can do is we can just send that purple spice down to the planet. Now, when the purple spice is on the floor of the planet, we can open up trade with the planet and see that we can get this 4 purple spice for free. Now, this is because it's technically produced on our planet, meaning we kind of own it, so we're completely allowed to get it for free. Now, what we're looking to do is completely break the game by duplicating this purple spice, and the best way for us to do so is to wait for a spice box to appear in this colony. Now, what we're going to do is simply walk away from the colony to the point where it despawns. We're going to basically go to the exact opposite of the world to our one major settlement, and all we're going to have to do is wait for this lovely little box to spawn. There it is. This here is the spice box, ladies and gentlemen. It's where the colony keeps its spice. Now, of course, we can open up the trade dialog window here and trade with the owners to get the 1 purple spice that resides here. However, there's a much easier way of doing this trade deal. Simply hover in a nice area, use the tractor beam, and whilst that item is in the air and coming towards our spaceship, open up the trade dialog window. Then simply buy that 1 piece of spice that is currently yeeting its way through the air over there, buy it from the colony, and then pick it up using this method again. Then, whilst it's traveling up in the air towards us, once again open up communications and begin the trade deals. Because this item is currently being yeeted up and broken down between the planet, where the planet is able to half register that it exists and that it doesn't exist at the exact same time, meaning we can repeatedly buy it over and over again. Now once again, what I've done is slammed down a whole bunch of spice onto the planet's surface, which I've then bought, and now I can actually probably drop down again, and then I'll be picking up both these layers of spice, yeeting them up into the sky, and buying from the colony once more. And every time we do this, 5 purple spice magics into existence, because the colony's stores are technically made completely full as soon as this spice touches the ground. And every time it touches the ground, spice is continuously restored. We can immediately buy 5 more purple spice, and then we just repeat the cycle over and over again of yeeting spice up into the air, buying it for free, and then letting it land down on the planet. Now I'll be repeating this process for a little bit over and over again until we have a very decent supply of spice in our inventory, and then I'm going to wander off to a local star system to try and buy all of the necessary terraforming tools in order to make this planet great. Okay, I've discovered in order to get the spice storage upgrade, all we'd need is to actually colonize a few more planets, so that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to grab all of this purple spice. We now have 65 purple spice in our inventory, and we're going to fly on over to a star system where I know purple spice will be very expensive. And here we go, we found this system here which produces yellow spice, and they're willing to buy all of our purple spice in its entirety for 1.7 million. Oh god, that's the merchant level 2 badge. That allows us to build a basic cargo hold. Nice. Oh god, we're a multi-billionaire. What have I done? Ladies and gentlemen, I've just had a discussion with the EA Board of Executives, and we've discovered something absolutely fantastic. That's right, it's the latest microtransaction, the humble like button. We've discovered that any gamer that likes this video immediately has their charisma statistic improved by 200%. Some people are outraged that this increase in charisma will destroy the balance of the universe and life itself. However, we here at EA say that if you have the ability to cheat by buying your way into it, you might as well. So why not give this video a like today? Now let's get back into the colonizing. Welcome back to Spore, ladies and gentlemen. So I've worked out what I need to do in order to actually gain more storage. Simply I need to open up more trade routes. So the easiest way to do so is to hop into systems colonized by our various allies and open up direct trade routes with each of them. So we say thank you for receiving me. Hey, can we establish a trade route with this random city? And of course, bam, because we're allies with these people, they'll accept any trade routes we open with them, which makes it very easy to make money. Now basically all we need to do is set up 5 trade routes, which is very easy. This is now up to trade route number 4, and then as soon as we get our 5th trade route up and running, bam, that is increased spice storage. Oh my goodness, now this is one heck of a planet. This planet here for some reason is willing to buy purple spice for 58,000 each. Okay, I'll sell all of my purple spice for 3 million. Yay! That's a lot of money. Oh god, right. I'll also talk to this place again and I'll establish a trade route. There we go. I'd like to establish a trade route. Fantastic. Right, goodbye. There we go. Because we're now a merchant, we get a medium cargo hold, which is very useful, but more importantly, we actually rank up and we get the trader badge. There we go. Trader gives us increased spice storage, and this is the very important one because all we have to do now is head on over to our purple spice planet over here and pick ourselves up some improved spice storage. It costs 500,000, but basically we can place this on a planet to increase the amount of spice that can be stored there. Right, let's just whack down a spice storage right here. There we go, very good. So wait for the colony to produce its 1 box of spice. Right, let's fly back on over and hopefully we should be able to tractor beam up some spice. Tell me you have a box of lovely spicy goodness. Oh yes, you do. Fantastic. Right, now what we're going to do is once again start lifting it up, talk to the local governor, and trade and buy their 2 bits of spice. Perfect. Then what we're going to do is dump the 7 spice that we have inside our inventory and slam that down onto the planet's surface. Now the duplicating trading can commence. So now we can buy spice in stacks of 10. Although saying that we're buying them is a bit of an overstatement, because in reality we're kind of just copy and pasting them. Now because we're basically able to buy spice in stacks of 10 instead of 5 now, this exploit has doubled in speed, but as soon as we get ourselves another city on this planet's surface, that's when things become a little bit easier. Right, now we've duplicated over 100 purple spice now, so I think it's probably time that we actually leave this planet be. Now all we're going to do is simply float on out of this system and waltz on over to the system we were just in. I'm pretty sure this system here will probably still accept our spice at a very comfortable margin. Yep, still willing to buy spice at 58,000 each. Nice. This is a trade deal for almost 6 million. Nice. That gives us the merchant level 4 badge because we've now traded 7 million Spore bucks, as well as the golden touch badge. Oh my goodness. Now in order to get the empire badge so that I can actually terraform my spice making money planet, I need to control I think 7 systems in total. Currently we have 4 systems, but what I can do is I can just press the great big purchase system buttons. So that's what we're going to do. Sadly, apparently I asked for too little in order to buy this system, so they've rejected my offer. I suppose I could just whack down some colonies on some garbage planets that I'm not actually interested in keeping alive. Yeah, I could do that. Right, this system here is complete rubbish, but we can more than easily whack down a brand new colony and credit pack on it. There we go, that's one more colony for us. Oh, and lovely, we've got another planet in this system which has the ability to make purple spice, so we can whack down another colony over here. There we go, perfect. So now all we need to do is take over just a few more systems. Oh wait, no, that's the Empire 2 batch. Perfect. We can now buy the necessary items in order to terraform the planets. Right, there we go. I've bought the basic terraforming equipment necessary. So all I need to do is take this over to my glorious planet over here, and I should be able to turn it into something lovely and habitable. Right, so all we need to do is try and increase the temperature of the planet. In order to do that, I'm simply going to hurl meteors at it. That's right, that's genuinely all we need to do in order to destroy this planet and make it an actual habitable location. Anyway, here we go. We've managed to basically turn this into a tier 2 planet, but in order to stabilize it there, we need to fill it with the necessary ecological system to keep it that way. So that includes whacking on some lovely large plants, and we're probably going to need to throw another meteor shower at this planet just to really increase its temperature just a bit more. In the meantime, I need to go collect myself some wildlife so that we can really make this planet a nice place to live in. So we're just going to steal the wildlife from this local area. There you go, this is a funky looking tree, that should do good. These weird looking bushes, these weird looking stick bug monsters. Alright, so there we go, I've abducted all of the necessary wildlife from this planet to stabilize our own brand new system. So we'll just float on out of here, go on over to the world that we're trying to improve, and make it jazzy. So now that we're here, all that we need to do are add in the local wildlife necessary to make this planet great, like this weird looking medium plant, and this funky looking bush thing. And there we go, I've now placed down enough wildlife to actually level up this colony so that it's a proper tier 2 colony. And with that, we're able to build another city, ladies and gentlemen. I know. We're going to slam it right on down over here. It's looking fantastic. And then we can hop inside of it to improve its spice production. And here we have it. I built a lovely city that produces 144 spice per hour. And thanks to actually building a new city on this planet, we're able to now store 20 spice on it. That's right, 20 glorious purple spice. Now this is where the exploit can really start taking off to insane levels, because we're now going to be able to duplicate spice in numbers of 20 instead of just limiting ourselves to numbers of 10. So the trade will now commence. We'll be able to buy 10 spice for free from this colony. Then what we're going to do is simply beam the spice back down to the surface, lift up the spice again, and initiate the trade. Would you look at that? There's just 11 spice sat there for us. And we lift up the spice again, open up the trade deal, and there we go. More free, glorious, tasty spice. Oh my goodness, my inventory is now full. Alright, it's now actually impossible for me to pick up the spice that I've now left on this planet. I'm going to hazard a guess and say that that spice is not going to stay there if we return, but it's okay because we have 90 purple spice in our inventory and it is exceedingly easy to get more. So we're going to go over to this system here, which we're technically in the process of buying out, I guess, and then trade for almost 6 million spore bucks. Oh god, I've earned the merchant level 5 badge and the golden touch level 5 badge. Perfect. Right, now we just go back to our lovely Big Chungus planet. There is this one bit of spice over here, which we're going to be able to cheese the game with, so we're going to pick it up, do our lovely trade deal, get 5 spice for free, buy that item, slam down our 15 spice onto the planet's surface, and allow the shenanigans to begin. Right, now I've just got myself 50 spice from messing about on that planet, which is perfect, which we'll just simply move on over to this next system to trade with. And so we're just going to open up our lovely trading menu here, select to sell all of our glorious purple spice, and we're bam, that's 3 million. Lovely stuff. Well, we've hit my most favorite part of the Spore game, and that's when genocide becomes an option. Look at all of these populations, which are only in the city stage. That's right. These people haven't even learned how to make spaceships yet. Oh, and that means we can kill them without any real worry or consequences. It's perfectly fair. Oh, look, your puny turrets are trying to shoot at us. Such a shame they won't survive very long. Oh dear, oh dear. We're basically knocking out all of the population on this planet, for one very simple reason. It's going to allow us to build a city of our own here. And seeing as this is already a lovely tier 1 planet, the perfect home for all life, it only makes perfect sense that we should steal it. Right, let's quickly just pop an energy pack to recharge ourselves, and now let's go conquer this city. Many people have their favorite stages of Spore. For some people, it's the creature stage, for others, the cell stage, but for me, it's the mass murder stage. There's really no other game quite like it. Actually, I suppose before we finish off that planet, we might as well top up all of our energy. Actually, I wonder if there's any greater weapons we could get, like maybe, I don't know, a bomb. Yes, I think a bomb would be a very useful idea. There we go, we'll buy buy a mini bomb for 400,000. Right, now let us murder the stickos. Oh, look at this, you and your poor little cities. Well, guess what? We've got nukes now. We will just sit above the major city and drop bombs upon it. Ah, yes. Perfectly balanced. We need not even go and fight the defenses when we can just drop bombs. Right, there's only 4 cities remaining on this planet, and then we've basically got this entire thing in the bag. So what I will do is I'll quickly knock out this city's defenses using our long-ranged weapons, and then we can switch to bombing mode. There we go, perfect. Now may the active bombing of this civilian population commence. Ah, perfect. Perfect, that's another settlement destroyed. Right, the carpet bombing of this major settlement can now begin. Once again, we outrange this city's defenses, so all we have to do is stand at a distance and blow it all up. It's all lovely and simple. Now this poor weak city is completely defenseless. Commence the carpet bombing. Ah, perfect. Right, just one last city to go. All of these turrets, which we completely outrange, we'll just snipe them from a distance. And oh my goodness, is that Shrek? It's Shrek, ladies and gentlemen. It is actually Shrek. Right, let's kill him before he can make Shrek the Third. Alright, the last city only has 1 defensive turret left. And there we go. The last city is defenseless. Commence the bombing. The sticko population will be no more. Welcome to the end times. And now this planet is a tier 3 planet without any active population. Perfect. Let's go colonizing. Wait, has it just been instantly colonized? It has just been instantly colonized. Oh, why did I keep a colony on me? God damn it, the Shrek people colonized it. Oh my goodness, I try my best. Now the thing is, we've basically completely beaten Spore at this point. We've colonized a ton of systems, but more importantly, we have unlimited money. It is physically impossible for us to lose at this point because we can just keep on buying the greatest things that money can give us access to. Okay, we've just received an offer from the Will Smith Genie Empire because they want us to buy this system over here from them, which of course we can do. We can just go bam, 10 million, no problem, easy peasy, this planet's now ours. Oh my goodness, right, that is it. The game's over at this point. We've completely finished it. No matter what the AI does, we can just buy every single one of their systems for 10 million. There is no downside when it comes to buying a system for 10 million. Normally, it's kind of like a cost trade-off because it takes a while to get 10 million. But no, for us, that is exceedingly easy to do. I mean, this is it, ladies and gentlemen. The game is over. We've finished it. And I mean, we kind of have to end today's video here. EA has managed to buy out the entire galaxy. Everything is now owned by it. If we wish to expand further in this game, all we need to simply do is wait for our lovely allies to colonize more systems, and then we just buy those systems out from them. It's as simple and as perfectly balanced as that. But alas, this is the end of today's video, so make sure to go refill your cups of tea, ladies and gentlemen. And heck, if you enjoyed today's video, then give it a like. It does massively help us out. And hop on down into the comment section and pledge your allegiance to your brand new EA overlords. Who knows, maybe if you're good, they'll release Spore 2. Now that would be truly fantastic. Anyway, as always, if you haven't already, do consider subscribing. We would absolutely love to have you on board. And as always, a massive thank you to each and every one of our majestic patrons who makes these videos all the more possible. So thank you very much. Pat yourselves on the back, you lovely majestic sausages. And hey, if you enjoyed today's video and you want to watch more videos like it, then guess what? I've got a whole bunch of other Spore videos out there that you're going to love. In fact, I have an entire playlist of them, and trust me, they're truly majestic. So why not consider giving one of them a watch today? Anyway, I'll see each and every one of you in the next one. Have an absolutely lovely day, and goodbye for now.